Hey guys, I'm Maddie and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to film this video because I feel like I finally have a way to articulate how I have been feeling for such a long time, and it's just, I want to share this with the world now. So as by the title of this video, I want to talk about the quote, "Jack of all trades but master of none." So I've looked up the definition, and essentially it is a figure of speech used in reference to a person who has dabbled in many skills rather than gaining expertise by focusing on only one. If that doesn't summarize me, I don't know what does. Because a little background, I have gone to college 4 times. I've only graduated 1 program, but I started out in vet tech, then I moved to pre-health, and then I went to human resources, and then I finally graduated as law clerk. So 4 very, very different programs. And as you can tell by my channel, I also enjoy many different hobbies. I enjoy baking, reading, fitness, animals, some crafts, but I dabble. I love that word. I dabble in all of those areas. I don't focus super heavily on them. I focus on them long enough to have a very surface level understanding, but it often doesn't go much deeper than that. And I'm just learning to accept that about myself. Like, that is just who I am. I don't really care to have a very deep, thorough understanding of a lot of stuff. I like learning enough about it where I can get by. Don't get me wrong, like some areas of my life I know a lot about, like animals, for example, but a lot of my interests, hobbies, things that fascinate me, they're all pretty like surface level. Like, I know a lot of random facts to have like slight conversations about them, but not enough to necessarily teach a lot of things, or I know enough to get by. So I just wanted to talk about that right now because I enjoy my life and I really enjoy trying a bunch of new things. And once I try it, I'm pretty satisfied and I don't need to continue learning or diving into that area of interest. I can move on to the next thing and just try so much. And my work experience also heavily reflects that. I've had not quite a few different jobs. Like, a lot of the time I'd have a job but then go back to school, so then I'd have to leave that job. But I've just dabbled in a bunch of areas of life, and life excites me. Kind of like a little backstory, this feeling for the longest time overwhelmed me. Like, it was a daunting feeling knowing that there is so much out there for me to learn, because I always thought I had to know the most about a certain area or be the most experienced in that area in order to thoroughly enjoy it. But now I've come to terms with, it's my life. I can learn as much or as little about a topic as I want to, and then I can move on to the next thing. And that now excites me. I'm turning that dread and overwhelm into excitement and motivation to try a bunch of things and learn what I like. I am the type of person who wants to experience everything life has to offer. And I know I won't experience everything, but the type of person I am, it's just like, gets me all excited thinking about all the new things I can try, because I need something to keep me engaged and keep me focused, keep me excited. And I find if I focus on one thing for too long, I get very, very bored. So that's why I try a bunch of different things. But this video, we're just gonna chat about a few areas of my life where I am accepting that I'm okay with just knowing a little bit about it and coming back to things as I want to, and I don't have to make something permanent in my life. Things ebb and flow, come in and leave, and that is okay. Not like, you don't have to be qualified as a person interested in a topic. Like, your qualifications to be interested in a topic don't rely on how consistent you are with it. I don't know how exactly to explain this, but it doesn't have to be permanent in your life. You don't have to do the thing every freaking day in order to enjoy it. You can do it once a week. You could do it once a month. Like reading. This is my first topic, reading. I have burnt myself out from reading because I thought I needed to read a book a day in order to talk about reading and in order to recommend books and to be relevant on BookTube. Like, BookTube kind of ruined reading for me right now because I was trying to consume so many books in order to be relevant and in order to be able feel like I could contribute to the book community here on YouTube, but that's not the case. I could read, like, what I've been doing recently is reading a book and then uploading a review on it. Do those videos get as many views compared to my other ones? No, but that's fine because I'm enjoying it. I like doing it, so I'm gonna keep doing it, whether people watch them or not, honestly. And reading, I thought, was a big numbers game. Like, I had to read a certain amount of books a week in order to be a real reader, which is not the case at all. You could read one book a week and you're a reader. You could read one book a month, still a reader. One book a year, yep, you're a reader. And I just put a lot of pressure on myself to be the best in that area. And if I'm not the best, then I don't deserve to talk about it, which is such a negative mindset to have. And I'm just like stepping away. Like, I love reading, but I like reading only in a certain capacity. I can't overdo it because now where I found myself is in a reading slump and I don't even want to pick up a single book. Like, I haven't finished a book in like 2 weeks, honestly. And that is more depressing than, I don't know, I don't have anything to compare it to, but it's just a very shitty feeling, knowing that I've kind of ran myself into the ground by reading because I went so hard for so long, and I'm just not doing that anymore. The second thing I want to talk about is baking. I am a home baker. I love baking. I love baking bread, cinnamon rolls, muffins, cooking dinners, things like that. But do I have the most aesthetic kitchen? No. Do I have the most high class, best quality kitchen tools? Definitely not, because those are expensive. So then that kind of, I am in the limiting belief that I'm not good enough to be a home baker, or I'm not good enough to share that passion because I don't have the best of the best. So nobody's gonna wanna watch that. Which is not true, because there are so many more average people and average home bakers than there are professionals. And I want to bring content that is relatable and that is achievable for your average person, and not set some high standard that I'm never gonna reach and that will ultimately make other people feel shitty if they don't reach it too. But then again, I feel like I need to be baking every day in order to keep up my label as a home baker, which I bake like 2 or 3 times a week, which I think is like average. Like, you don't have to go balls to the wall in order to uphold some certain title that you think you have. And sometimes things don't work out, but I still want to share that because that's life. Life ain't always cute. Sometimes I burn my cookies, or my cookies spread, or my cinnamon rolls don't rise, and that's fine. That's life. I'm still a baker nonetheless. Oh boy, here we get into a big one, and that is fitness. I do not have the most aesthetic wardrobe for fitness clothes. A lot of my workout clothes are either quite old or thrifted. Like, I don't have any of those cutesy matching sets. I don't have the latest Gymshark release. I usually wear shorts and a sports bra and an oversized t-shirt, but I also have a bit of a muffin top. I have a bit of a soft belly. So then I'm like, oh, well, I don't have like an amazing 6-pack, so people aren't gonna wanna listen to me or listen to what I have to say about fitness, or it's not appealing to the eye to like look at my like grubby little workout clothes, which, like, I just need to get over myself. Like, the information and things I'm saying are still of value despite what I look like, and I'm a work in progress. This is my journey. I'm showing the raw and ugly sides of it. It's not gonna be cute all the time, and I just need to get over myself. Like, I work out at home in my non-aesthetic little unfinished basement on my treadmill using my Amazon bands and some random dumbbells I have. The things aren't like professional quality, but they get the job done and it works for me. The last is just kind of a broad umbrella, and that's my hobbies in general. Frick, I love doing puzzles. I love knitting. I love coloring. I love drawing. I like watching TV and movies and going for hikes. but I don't excel and I'm not super great at any of those areas, but I still love doing them. And I just think it's kind of funny because I put a lot of pressure on myself, like in order to enjoy something or to share a passion of mine, I have to be the best at it and I have to make it my whole personality, which, sorry, that's not what you're gonna get here. I go through phases so fast of a lot of different interests in my life, and that's just who I am. That's just what I like to do. I am into sobriety right now. I was into microdosing for a bit. Like, I just love doing so many things, and I'm very, very passionate about that. I'm passionate about dabbling into all areas of life, that life has to offer. Things in my life come in waves and I am just riding those waves as they come. I'm not gonna force myself to read or force myself to knit if that's not what I wanna do. Like right now I'm into watching YouTube. A while ago I was into reading, and whatever I'm into is still contributing to my life. I don't wanna judge myself so harshly for my interests changing because that is life. I'm human. I'm not a machine who's gonna focus on the same thing forever. Some people can do that, and that is something I'm kind of jealous of, but at the same time, I get to experience so many new things that make me happy and find a lot more enjoyment in my life trying those different things and to experience all of the opportunities available to me. And I'm so, so privileged and lucky to be able to branch out and to try these different things. One consistent thing in my life, though, has been YouTube and content creating. And thank you so much for supporting me and for watching my videos, because this is my true passion, and what I genuinely love is documenting my life and how things change year to year. I am such a different person now than when I was a year ago, 6 months ago. And this just allows me to document those things. And it's really cool to go back and watch where I was at previously in my life, what was going on, things like that. Again, I don't know if this video relates to you or if you relate to anything I'm going through. I hope it reaches people who are, because it can be very overwhelming being in this position. And for a long, long time, I think that's what caused a lot of my depression and mental health issues, was being aware of how much is out there in the world and how much I am capable of and the potential I have, but then thinking I need to limit myself to only a few interests, and then that kind of held me back and made me stagnant and stuck in the same routine. But knowing I can branch out and I don't have to make things so permanent, like nothing is permanent in life, so enjoy what comes, enjoy what's here while it's here. Anyways, that is basically it for this video. I am just like so excited by this realization, and it's like got me fired up. I also had some pre-workout and some coffee this morning, so that definitely helps as well. But I'm excited by life again. I'm excited by the ever-changing situations I find myself in. I think it's very exciting, but I've rambled on long enough. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to follow me go through life and trying new things, feel free to subscribe, like this video, leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!